Hi everyone, it's Brett with this Pickin' Time. We're working on a chord progression today that is E minor to C to G to D. And because we end on that D chord, we're going to do a solo or riff starting with this first finger of the D chord, where the D chord is. It is a slide over 2 frets. So that's called a full step or a tone if you're in Europe. And I'm moving back to that. So that right there could be a little skill that you learn because you have to be able to stop and go back with some precision. And then we go up here to this third fret D. And then back to the first finger, and then back to the 4th fret. Just stay there. And then we do it again. And then we go back here to the first finger, and then open D. So we end up with an open D, even though we're going to the E minor. A lot of times what I'll teach is we try to end on the note of the chord that we're going to start, the next chord we're going to begin with. So in this case, but we're not doing that this time. So let's move into the quad view, where we can see everything that's going on. Okay, so now this is the E minor, and if you watch the bottom right corner, you can either move quickly like this into the C. You can go from this E minor to this C. You can go from this E minor to just dropping down the 1st and 4th fingers, and that's also a C. So you have a few options there for moving into the C. Then going to G, you can move to that G, you can move to this G, you can move to this G. It doesn't matter what G it is, just make it a G. It could just be G6, just these 2 fingers here. Then we go to D. Okay? So we have this E minor, C, kind of a marching. And then the D goes da 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 da. E minor, C, G, da 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 da. The trick to getting to this G without looking is practicing just that part of the whole thing. So any time you're playing guitar, it can be thought of as a series of skills that are all stitched together. And this skill here so we end on D and we go to the G. End on D, drop on the G. End on D, drop on the G. If you did just this exercise, if you're watching the bottom left corner of the quad view, you hit, and I'm watching it as if I was playing the chord. And then if you watch it for a minute, then look away. Your body will recognize where you're supposed to be in that string after some time. Now, it might take a couple weeks. It might take 2 minutes. It doesn't really matter how long it takes. It's just that you have a focus, and because you have a focus, you're able to you're able to succeed. Okay, so that is the jam of the day, guys, and I want you to practice this up because we use this chord progression E minor, C, G, and D in various orders, in variations, so often that it's something that I want you to really nail down. It's really important. It sounds really nice. Uh, Obviously, post better versions of this, guys. I mean, this is a very basic version. It's not. It's meant for you to use as a framework to then springboard off into something that's unbelievably better, and so that you can post what you've got and let the world know what you're doing and how well you're doing with guitar. Okay, so appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.